Welcome back. Over the weekend, leaders from the Group of 7 advanced economies met in Canada. It was a meeting that seemed to pitch the U.S. against the others, with President Trump calling for the G7 to be the G8 again by recalling Russia and proposing the elimination of tariffs as leaders struggle to resolve trade differences.
Leaders arrived in Quebec in the hopes that the sunshine over the Fairmont-Le Manoir-Richelieu would warm relations between President Trump and the other leaders. The meeting comes nearly 2 weeks after President Trump announced huge tariffs on steel and aluminum from Canada, Mexico, and the European Union. Host Canada President Justin Trudeau says the group expected to pressure Trump on the tariffs by airing their unhappiness. Members said they would confront Trump, but did not want a rupture that will cause a major trade war. Trudeau and Trump later met on the sidelines of the summit, after which Trump said they had made progress on trade and tariffs and expressed hope that they will soon find solutions for the good of both countries.
Well, Justin, it's been really great, and I appreciate, Justin has agreed to cut all tariffs and all trade barriers between Canada and the United States. So I'm very happy about that.
I'd say NAFTA's in good shape.
But we are actually working on it. We are actually working on it. But our relationship is very good. We are actually working on cutting tariffs and making it all very fair for both countries. And we've made a lot of progress today. We'll see how it all works out, but we've made a lot of progress. It could be that NAFTA will be a different form. It could be with Canada, with Mexico, one-on-one, much simpler agreement, much easier to do, I think better for both countries, but we're talking about that among other things. But the relationship is probably better, as good or better than it's ever been. And I think we'll get to something very beneficial.
Obviously, trade has been a topic of discussion and will continue to be, but our engagement towards the world, how we're working together to create good jobs for folks on both sides of the border and around. We both got elected on a commitment to grow the middle class and help those working hard to join it, and that's exactly the kinds of things that we're going to stay focused on.
But at a separate press conference, Canada's Foreign Minister Chrystia Freeland said Canada will not change its mind when it comes to what she called illegal and absolutely unjustified application of tariffs on steel and aluminum, not only coming from Canada, but on the steel and aluminum sold by all the G7 allies at the summit.
Canada has already raised cases at the WTO and at NAFTA, and we will retaliate. But we say that with great sadness because, and I say that with great sadness, especially here, because this is a group of countries who have learned, history has shown this group of countries in particular, that we are the most successful and our people are the most successful and prosperous and safe when we all grow together.
Following his various meetings on the sidelines of the G7 meeting, Trump eventually told reporters the U.S. wanted a quick end to trade practices he says have led to an exodus of American companies and jobs to other countries.
It's not a question of, I hope it changes. It's going to change 100%. And tariffs are going to come way down because people cannot continue to do that. We're like the piggy bank that everybody's robbing, and that ends. Our farmers are essentially, whether it's through a barrier, non-monetary barrier, or whether it's through very high tariffs that make it impossible. And this is all over the world. This isn't just G7. I mean, we have India where some of the tariffs are 100%. 100%. And we charge nothing. You can't do that. And so we are talking to many countries. We're talking to all countries. And it's going to stop. Or we'll stop trading with them. And that's a very profitable answer if we have to do it. Yes, sir.
And while Trump talked about reinstating Russia into the G7 to make it G8, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who said differences remained on trade, said representatives of European countries at the G7 meeting agreed that the conditions to readmit Russia were not yet met. Moscow was expelled from the group in the wake of its annexation of Ukraine's Crimean Peninsula in 2014.